Hi everyone again. In today's video, I want to share with you my new project, which I want to apply at my home network. What I'd like to do. I want to replace my home router, which I use right now, like router and also Wi-Fi, like Wi-Fi router, access point, I mean. Also, it stays in another room. I will show you that photo with my, right now, I think you have to see this photo of my router, which I use right now. But I want to replace that one. Uh, like I don't want to use router from ISP provider, and I'd like to set up my own router. What I want to do actually, a quick explanation of what you see right now, right here, for example. On this PC, this is this one, like Dell, I don't remember which one is this. No, not Dell. This is HP Elite Desk, blah blah blah, with something configuration inside. i5 CPU, 4th generation. Then here we have my workstation day-to-day laptop, which I use every time. And then I have two switches. One switch which has connection to my home router from ISP provider, then to different this cable, for example, goes to this main monitor. Then this works like a hub, and the internet goes to my PC. And from this one also, like I can connect another my display to the same, to this display, and it goes video, like you have a picture from this one, from this laptop. Here also you can see my also something like this, but it's newer with i5 10th generation CPU, and this one mostly I use here is installed Windows 10, and I use VMware GNS3 for my Cisco labs. I use this one. Here installed Windows 11 for day-to-day use, and here right now I installed on this one, I installed Proxmox. This is my first time in my life, maybe second time installation, but also it was I tried in smaller SSD installed. First, like here on the screen, you can see my Proxmox installation and this connection from browser. Also, I want to share with you maybe this one, or maybe my plans, what I want to do. I installed Proxmox, and on Proxmox right now I also have pfSense, which is running right here. You can see on the screen. I have connection to this pfSense from Windows 10, also from this one, which is just clean installation without any configuration. Here you can see, and how to install Windows on Proxmox. I will leave a link below. You can see, I want to show you this guy, because I couldn't install. It's quite difficult, not so difficult, but also not so easy, like install, for example, in hypervisor or in VMware. Much easier only with this. Here you have to play around. You can see this video. Also, I'm gonna leave this link below my video. Then I want to connect in future all of my devices, or my home, all my home network, to connect to pfSense and to its internet service provider. Now it's only for me like test. I want to test everything, how it works, and then we will see. Also, I want to install in Proxmox Pi-hole, I believe it's called like this. I don't want to like see all ads on site. Then also I want to install NAS, true NAS server. Also play around with this. Never tried do this. And also I want to connect to my after pfSense connection, like here on this, for example, PC which installed Proxmox, I have one internet connection. That's just for my home network right now. I have connection from this main switch right now with my laptop and here on monitor. Then I have 4 additional, actually 3, but one of them it's like double NIC right here. These two have connection to pfSense here, like this one, for example. This is one interface which has connection to this switch and to my home network right now, and this LAN interface which has connection to this smaller Netgear switch, and this one actually here, and this one has connection like back to Linux Mint here also, which is virtually installed on my Proxmox here, for example. But also I want to connect this access point to new LAN interface with the internet cable. I want to connect to this switch, set up all of this configuration, like do all of this configuration here through the Windows 10 from this machine, virtual machine, configure all of this stuff and use just right now only for me. Only I'm gonna use maybe in a couple of days, maybe next week. I don't know how how much time I have to spend for all of this configuration, but we will see. What I have also, and also I have this Wi-Fi adapter, which I also want to connect to one of these USB ports and then connect this Wi-Fi to Windows virtual VMware Windows 10, and also through this one I want to connect this virtual machine Windows 10 to the same access point. Also, I'd like to share with you what I have inside of this. Let's see what's going on here. Open a box. Here, for example, you can see some interesting things. I have installed this 1 terabyte SSD SATA 2.4 disk, where Proxmox like main installation. Also, I had NVMe which I installed on this one connector to PSI. I don't know, maybe also I will show you this like a picture from Amazon where I bought it. This one, you can see this connection. I wanted like use this like main disk to boot from this one, but it wasn't successful. I could install Proxmox, but I couldn't boot from this one because this is quite old PC and you can't boot your main OS from NVMe here. From SATA, no problem. From this one, you can't actually. Here also you can see this NIC cards, double NIC and 2 1 NICs. Also, I have at home to this one from my main PC, which is USB-C. This is also connector USB-C, and here is also green, but they don't work every time like okay. Sometimes for some small labo it works okay, but when you turn on PC, you have to also troubleshoot every time. This kind of NICs works much better. And here, for example, on my lab PC, which is newer, we can find Quadro NIC. Actually, here is motherboard NIC card, which I use for RDP connection. This one I use for my GNS3 labs with Cisco. It has connection to virtual router, and then a virtual router can get IP address from my home network via DHCP. Then I do NAT or PAT translation, and it works like this. Maybe in future video I will show you this. That's maybe even pretty it for this. Today I have a plan install on Proxmox Firewall and play with this stuff. Next step, I'm gonna like set up pfSense more or less, Wi-Fi access point set up for me and use it daily. Connect my phone to this access point, maybe also laptops or PC, we will see. And next step, I will try to connect pfSense to ISP-provider, just directly to their box. And in future, of course, I'm not gonna, this one, for example, NVMe 1 terabyte NVMe SSD, I'm gonna use for true NAS like a storage, only one, without any redundancy, without any RAID, just once. That's like project to test everything as much as possible. In future, I wanna buy PC with 4 or 5 NICs, small PC, or like special maybe for routers, so you can run everything what you want. I saw this on YouTube video about this, and run and install this like my router, like my pfSense, install on that PC, and then also I will buy access point and configure. But here it's all in one right now. That's Proxmox with the pfSense, with the TrueNAS, Pi-hole, everything together, test 1 month, maybe a bit more, we will see, and then I'll decide what to do next. Okay, thanks for watching. I will keep inform you how it's going on. And have a nice day. Bye.